I was all in, but I was falling cause you let me. Now I'm cautious, won't let you use my heart for leverage. No, I'm not running. I gotta face my fears till I'm not scared. I gotta cast them out. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're not new, welcome back, gang. If you are new here, this is a channel where I talk about Instacart, side hustles, music, and just my life, my lifestyle. So today's video is titled, by the title, y'all know what we're about to talk about, so I'm gonna just get right into it. We're approaching tax time for self-employed people, individual contractors, all that good stuff. It is our tax time, and around tax time for us is usually when we pay. I did touch on this in the first video, but I'm just giving a update one for overall because it's so many new people on this channel. So I'm gonna just give so you don't have to go looking for that video. And by the way, anytime you're looking for a video dealing with Instacart on my channel, all you have to do is go to the playlist that says Instacart 101. That's where you find all the videos about Instacart, regardless if it's just a vlog. Everything about Instacart is an Instacart 101. So I want to say around the end of January, February is when all the the individual contractor apps start to send out their tax forms. Everything should be digitally. You don't have to wait for it to come in the mail. You can sign up for it to be digitally, so when it's ready, and they will notify you. I know for Instacart personally, they will notify you about them working on your tax papers, and then they let you know when it's ready. And right then and there, when it's ready, you just go click on it, open it up, sign in, whatever you got to do, whatever the protocol is to sign in or whatever. And then you got access to that, and you can file as long as you're not waiting on no other if you do have a 9-to-5 W-2s, or if you do have other self-employed jobs that you're waiting for the 1099s from, then you just waiting on those. But if that is your only one, or that was your last one that you was waiting on, you could go ahead and start filing. So me, I use TurboTax because it's easy. I file my own taxes every year. Yes, someone used to file my taxes for me, but as an individual contractor, I get the most out of filing for myself. This is where I put in all my write-offs. We're going to get into that in a minute. But this is where I put in all my write-offs. And this is where I chose TurboTax. I know a lot of people complain about the pricing. What works for me works for me. Because with TurboTax, I don't have to do I don't have to pay for a certain, they have like different packages or whatever. Y'all have to, when you go on TurboTax, you will know what I mean. But they basically do all the work for you, so I don't mind versus having somebody else file my taxes and having to pay way more than TurboTax charges me to do my own taxes. TurboTax walks you through step by step. They ask you if it's your first time. No, this is not no sponsored video. No, I'm not partnered with TurboTax or nothing like that. That's just what I prefer, and I'm gonna let y'all know and put y'all on to what I prefer. So with that being said, now we can get into the write-offs. So every year I'm gonna tell y'all what I write off, and I'm gonna also tell y'all some of the other things that you can write off that necessarily don't apply to me but might apply to other people out there. So every year I write off, I'm gonna start off with my vehicle. With my vehicle, I write every single thing off with my vehicle. Even if it's a I know some things about your vehicle is a percentage, like as far as my car note, it's a percentage taken out instead of the whole thing or whatever that you get back. So with my vehicle, I write off my car note, my insurance, my oil changes, any mechanical work I get done to my vehicle throughout the year, new tires, any maintenance that I have to get done on my vehicle, it's all a tax write-off. Secondly, I write off extra equipment that I need, like my chargers. You know how many chargers I go through a year? Chargers are not cheap no more, so I write off that. I have to have multiple chargers because I need a different charger to operate my vehicle while I'm Instacarting, and then a charger at home, so that don't, you don't want to use the same charger. Then when one runs out, you only have that one. So I write off that. I write off commute. Commute is the distance or the gas that you're using to get to and from work. So in our case, it's wherever your starting point is at. My starting point is at a store, Mariano store. So I'm going to write off my commute daily that I have to take to get to and from that store. That I'm driving to that store and from that store to get home. That is the commute. That is tax writable. I'm talking about tax writable. These are taxable write-offs. What else? Oh, my vehicle stickers. My vehicle, anything that I have to, in order for my vehicle to be, in order for my vehicle to be legally registered in Illinois, I have to have stickers on my car, stickers on my license plates. Things have to get paid for. Those are all tax write-offs. They're going to ask you how much do you spend. For startup is like a one-time fee that you need to start, or a one-time thing that you need to purchase to start making money. So for me, that's where my tires come in at. My tires are a tax write-off because I need fresh, brand new tires before I even can start Instacarting. Like right now, I need an oil change real bad, y'all. But I needed a fresh new set of tires before I started Instacarting, because you need to make sure your vehicle is equipped for your safety and for the safety of other people that are driving around you. So I wrote that off. That was a startup for me. What else? My phone bill, because my phone, that's a big part of how I operate for Instacart. My phone bill, the actual phone, that ties in with the charger. I also got AirPods. I use AirPods throughout the store. I'm playing my music, focusing, communicating with customers when I'm on my way. My AirPods, yeah, that's why I be so mad if I lose my AirPods or if I forget my AirPods at home. Because my AirPods is a necessity for me to operate while Instacarting. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I'm going to say this. If you use your wherever you live as a place of a office space, you can write that off. This may or may not be useful to some people that's viewing this video, but there are some people that are using their office space or are using their home as an office space, and that can be written off in taxes. It usually asks you for a percentage, I believe, because I was doing it with my business, with my clothing brand, so I know that for sure. But I have never done it for Instacart. But that is a tax write-off if you use your home space as a office space. As well as what ties into that is the bills, the light bill, the rent, or whatever you have to pay monthly for that space. This is why I do recommend TurboTax, especially if you're doing it for yourself. TurboTax literally walks you through it step by step, but on top of that, they tell you which one you're going to get the most money out of, whether you do mileage or gas, because y'all know gas done went up in the past year or two after the pandemic. And TurboTax will tell you like which one gives you the best outcome, like which one gives you more money back versus it's like a guessing check, and they tell you before you submit it. You can go in there and change it as many times as you want to see the difference. They also ask you what else? TurboTax makes it very easy for me to do my taxes every year. Like I pay my, I'm okay, so listen, let me make this clear. This is a disclaimer. Around tax time for me, I do not look for money back. Because if you go on my channel and you use the tips for the algorithm that I have explained, you shouldn't be looking for money back during taxes. You should be okay with coming out when not having to pay nothing or paying very little. Because if you follow the algorithm, then that's all I'm going to say. If you're following the algorithm, or you created an algorithm yourself that works for you, that makes sense to where you're not in the hole when you Instacarting, your tax time you should not be looking for money back. Some people do get, I don't know how they get money back. I would just say be careful falsifying anything on your stuff. But I'm going to say this. TurboTax also lets you know if your taxes have a risk of being audited. And when you're audited, it's basically like the IRS pulls your taxes because something just seems off about the information on there. So they pull your files to verify it, and then you have to verify those transactions or the things that you're saying, like how much gas or mileage that you're using. So just be careful with that. But that's what I love about TurboTax. They let you know before you submit your taxes if your taxes are at a high risk or low risk of being audited by the IRS. So I think that's gonna be my video for 2024 taxes as Instacart. As a self-employed, as a individual contractor. As an individual contractor. Y'all, TikTok got me in a chokehold with that. I feel like you just do that when you just be like, I'm cool. But yes, y'all. Let me see what they done popped up on here. This would have been nice if it didn't say 8 miles. I would have loved that. Y'all, look at my nails. My nail tag on snap every time. She snaps every time. Every time. Every time. And I only been to her twice now. And I'm on her bed now. But yes. This is going to wrap up my video. If you're new here, if you enjoyed this video, if you found this video useful, please hit the thumbs up. It helps put YouTube in the algorithm, put me in the algorithm for YouTube. So please hit the thumbs up, y'all. If y'all just coming back to me, you know you want to subscribe. All them birds. If y'all coming to me off of multiple videos and you still ain't subscribed, what you doing? Don't be no hater. It's 2024. We leaving hating in 2023. You shouldn't have been hating in 2023 either. But don't be no hater. But yes, I'm gonna talk to y'all in the next video.
I was all in, but I was falling cause you let me. Now I'm cautious, won't let you use my heart for leverage. No, I'm not running. I gotta face my fears till I'm not scared, I gotta cast them out.